from. It's going to be a night
to break up. The plaintiff presents her case before this honorable court. She sues the defendant for deceit and betrayal, something Jesus did not do against Judas Iscariot. She wants Raymond to be jailed and all of his investments confiscated. Action. Courts arise. Shall we all rise?
I wanted this to be a duet. But like the rays of sunshine, I couldn't stand to look at his despicable face of lies and pretense. Oh, Raymond, you could have weighed the drop-down menu option before selecting an action. Double-clicked my button as you opened the window for lust and you poisoned my innocence like virus. See, if sin were a course, our transcript would read distinction for the whole semester because I took it 24 credit hours. I studied 7 days a week, and so I passed the bar. I turned this. A well-learned teacher of the law. The break one you break all and deserve worst. The stones in the flesh that never break off. The bones in the neck that have become too hard to vomit or swallow. See, I could have swallowed that pill that night, but my life was on the line. An ex-convict of fornication committing another crime would have been my vindication. There was no alibi. The foundation I laid was not Jesus or Mary Kay. It was little touches of kisses, caresses, to live in my dress became full of blushes, and my soul suffered blemishes. As his sentences became my sentence to a life behind. Hey, see, these lines you see on my face are not wrinkles. They are veins showing from where bitterness passes through. For I still can't find a gynecologist to understand what it means to carry a seed you never wanted. Like weed, watching it to grow, hoping the harvest time will separate you from it. See, this lip sticks to the truth that I've fallen victim, but stinks to the lie that I'm the only culprit. Victims of the actions of lust. And here I am standing before the court. Well, forgive me, whatever I do or say here can be used against me because I gave up. I know that I did wrong. I'm guilty. But what is my jurisprudence? When I let his words become my constitution, believing every syllable like it was understandable, I was gullible. Swallowing pills of abortion that only flash God's word out of me as my spirit yelled, no, mommy, no, but it was too late. My body was sedated to submission, and before the anesthesia could wear off, he had stretched the rod, parted the sea, and all that was left was a dry ground longing to be walked upon. Push, I heard the doctor say, but surrender, I heard the prosecutor advise. See, the physical setting was a maternity ward, but the psychological setting was Ghana's Supreme Court. I just can't forgive myself. If I could rebrand myself, I would be called 5 Alives. Because as you can see, I need 5 lives, 5 more confessions. I need 5 chances. I need grace one more day, one more time. Where is my advocate? See, I remember I pushed him away when the war between my flesh and my spirit became tough that night. But I plead, grant me asylum. God, let me be a refugee in your camp of grace. But if I don't make it out of this trial alive, or if I be sentenced to a hardened conscience, I just want you to tell me that he would pay for this. I forbid that my accomplice goes scot-free. Catch him, the one who used me like the trial version of a new app and refused to purchase. See, God, if you could let me borrow your whip, like the one Jesus used the other time, I would lash him more than the count of my eyelashes raised to the power of strands in the wig of every lady in this auditorium. See, my only sin was fornication. But he lied, betrayed, disappointed, and then fornicated. Your word said that whatever a man soweth, he shall reap. Well, this is all I have to say. That you would punish him for all the pains he caused me. At this point, I rest my case before you all judges right.
your body is still under your command, and the words I speak you clearly understand, then lend me your voice as a helping hand to say the words of a prayer we should all know firsthand. The Lord's Prayer.
Father, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Father, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. This is the part we treat like a text from an ex. We ignore, like the hardest question in an exam, we skip over. And yet it's the same part we highlight and recite to ignite and incite God to forgive us, as unwilling as we are to forgive others. To justify our anger, we say things like, nobody's perfect, but they should have known better. We cook up accusations and serve on a plate made of pride to make ourselves feel dignified and our anger justified, while sacrificing our friendships on the altar of unforgiveness. Has God asked you for a burnt offering? Lord, forgive me, but punish her. Adam blamed Eve. Lord, forgive me, but punish him. Eve blamed the serpent. Lord, it was your lead chorister that possessed me. The serpent blamed God. Blame is the only ball some of us know how to pass best. Blame is the only ball some of us know how to pass best. Like a government in power, the last thing we'll do is accept fault. But you need to keep this in mind. God is as just as he is kind. Ask Adam, the man, and Eve, the woman. Woman, you are Pharisee, far to see the truth. There is no greater prison than unforgiveness. There is no greater freedom outside forgiveness. Judas and Peter both walked on the road made for betrayers. But Peter took the highway of forgiveness and arrived at the airport of freedom. Judas married a tree. He tied the knot. This court may acquit and discharge you, but unforgiveness will convict and crucify you again. This court may cross-examine you, but after examining the cross, I realized nothing about it made sense. So why should your reason to forgive have to? Regardless of the offense, theft or treason, love without season, forgive without reason, be different. This is the Kainos season.
See, you've been forgiven to forgive. Unforgiveness is the God of every heart of pride.
So Lord, give us the power to walk away when another God threatens to take your place.
I want you to picture this scene.
Scene 4. Jesus in Calvary. 3 nails plus 1 cross.
Equals 4 given. Forgiveness made all the difference in Calvary.
It made everything new.
So you know, straight out of Calvary, we became Kainos. Straight out of Calvary, we became Kainos. Straight out of Calvary.
We became Kainos, new and different.